ladies and gentlemen. I would have loved to be with you in person, but unfortunately, I am at a strategic planning session for Potraz. But let me begin by acknowledging our Minister, the Minister of ICT, Postal and Courier Services, Honorable Tatenda Mavetera, the Kenyan Ambassador to Zimbabwe, Her Excellency Gertrude Nyausi Angote, representatives from the embassies of China, France, and Russia here present, the ITU Area Office Representative, Ms. Halima Letango, Commissioner Human Rights Commission, Honorable Dr. Engineer Martin Mukua, members of Parliament here present, the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe Deputy Governor, Dr. Innocent Mate, the Technomark CEO and convener of this forum, Mr. Tonio Zito, all network operators here present, other esteemed delegates, members of the Fourth Estate, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Over time, Zimbabwe's regulatory approach has evolved from rigidly controlling the sector through directives to guiding the sector through regulatory guidelines. This shift has enabled a more collaborative form of regulation, where Potraz actively engages stakeholders such as fellow regulators, operators, innovators, civil society, and consumers to co-create policies, foster innovation, and ensure that regulation supports rather than constrains the growth of the digital economy. Established under the Postal and Telecommunications Act, Potraz was created as an independent regulatory authority mandated to oversee postal and telecommunication services, promote fair competition, ensure consumer protection, and facilitate universal access to information and communication technologies. Over the years, this mandate is broadened to include data protection, innovation promotion, and digital transformation, positioning the authority as both a regulator and a catalyst for socio-economic development. In terms of telecoms regulation, in 2023, Potraz introduced the Converged Licensing Framework, a landmark reform that modernized Zimbabwe's telecommunications regulatory environment. This new framework replaced the traditional service-specific licensing system with a technology-neutral regime that recognizes the realities of digital convergence, where a single network can deliver voice, data, and content services simultaneously. One notable outcome of this technology-neutral approach was the introduction of Starlink, enabling satellite-based internet connectivity to complement terrestrial networks and extend access to remote and underserved communities. Under the Converged Licensing Framework, Potraz issues licenses that cater for all activities within the ICT and postal sectors. These include the Network Facility License, which authorizes the establishment and operation of infrastructure such as fiber networks and base stations. The Network Service License, which permits the operation of network services that provide capacity or bandwidth, the application service license, which allows the provision of end-user services such as internet access and data transmission, and the content service license, which covers the creation and distribution of content services and streaming. The Convergence licensing framework also provides for a unified license, which allows an operator to provide all categories of services under one license. This means that a single operator can build and operate infrastructure, offer network and application services, and distribute content all within a single regulatory instrument, enabling operators to innovate and deliver next generation services such as 5G, the Internet of Things, cloud computing, and digital media without requiring separate authorizations. Apart from licensing, as part of telecommunications regulation, Potraz also ensures fair competition, enforces quality of service standards, manages spectrum efficiently, and protects consumers. I will not delve deeper into these sub-mandates due to the limited time allocated to me, but let me move on to our universal services mandate, where we are entrusted with ensuring that rural and underserved areas benefit from the digital economy. Under the universal service mandate, the authority has funded projects that bring ICT infrastructure and services to unserved and underserved communities, and these include the e-learning program, which has equipped hundreds of schools with ICT tools and internet access, the e-government program, which has aided the digitalization of government systems through the provision of connectivity and ICT gadgets to government ministries, departments, and agencies. The Digital Centers Project, which has brought free internet and digital skills training to communities across the nation. The ICTs for Persons with Disabilities program, which has empowered hundreds through assistive technologies and training. And of course, the Tower Relocation program, which has co-located base stations to unserved areas, thereby improving and expanding network coverage. These initiatives demonstrate how universal access is not just a policy goal but a tangible outcome, ensuring that everyone participates in the digital economy. I would like to also highlight our data protection mandate, where Potraz, as the designated data protection authority, is entrusted with ensuring the protection of citizens' personal data from unauthorized collection, unauthorized processing, and unauthorized sharing in terms of the Cyber and Data Protection Act. This mandate has seen Potraz training nearly 1,000 data protection officers, licensing over 1,000 data controllers, and building national capacity in line with the Cyber and Data Protection Act. These achievements reflect Zimbabwe's growing reputation as a regional leader in ICT governance and digital transformation. Turning to our innovation promotion mandate, the authority has provided funding, incubation, and mentorship to more than 200 innovators and startups, promoting entrepreneurship and technological advancement. In collaboration with the ITU, the authority is establishing the National Innovation Acceleration Center, one of only 18 such centers globally, aimed at fostering research, foresight, and ecosystem development for innovation-led growth. Speaking of research, there can be no telecoms regulation without research. And to this end, the authority has established a research and development unit which has to date produced over 20 research papers and has also started a prestigious ICT research journal contributing to evidence-based regulation. Of note is the research on the adoption and use of artificial intelligence, which then informed the formulation of the Zimbabwean National AI strategy. On that note, I would like to highlight that the emergence of artificial intelligence, the emergence of blockchain technologies, and 5G networks presents new regulatory frontiers that must be navigated carefully to balance innovation, affordability, and consumer protection. With this in mind, Potraz continues to engage with stakeholders to ensure that policies remain responsive, forward-looking, and aligned with national development priorities. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you fruitful deliberations. I wish I was with you. I thank you.